record.
Share you the wine mini. I say make you show me the road. Say nah grace. Share you the wine mini. Say make you show me the road. Say nah hard work. Show it not by hard work. I'll be a fan of carry Grammy. If not by hard work. Share I for the blow. If not by hard work. I'll be a fan of carry Grammy. If not by hard work. Share the wine mini. I say make you show me the road. Say nah grace. Share you the wine.
Hello people, good afternoon, good morning from wherever you're listening to this video. So I have come to create awareness about this product. This is a product that has gone very far and wide. So I want to tell you about the efficacy of the Master's Touch Herbal Mixture. Master's Touch Herbal Mixture has a lot of benefits. Be it that you want to treat high blood pressure, stress, if you're suffering from arthritis, if you're suffering from pain, infection, low libido. Yes, low libido, that's the most important thing for men that find it very difficult to get their stuff up. Yes, this works very well for you. It's just for you to take it first thing in the morning, last thing in the night. It eradicates every excess sugar in your system, eradicates infections, cleanses the system, and restores it to how God wants it to be, or to how God created it to be from inception. So if you want to buy this product, just call this number on the screen, or I could as well call it out for you, 080-350-71962. We are available to attend to your calls at any time of the day. Thank you. God bless you.
Elevating Wellness, the herbal journey of Jumoke and Daniel Adegbenro. Jumoke and Daniel Adegbenro are a dedicated couple committed to empowering individuals towards achieving optimal wellness and a healthy lifestyle across all aspects of life. As experienced and knowledgeable herbal practitioners, they have spent years actively engaged in delivering effective herbal remedies for a wide array of health conditions and diseases. Endowed with divine inspiration, they have developed unique curative herbal products that address issues such as diabetes, stroke, hypertension, erectile dysfunction, infections, stress, arthritis, infertility, cancer, body pains, insomnia, prostate, and more. Their products have garnered a strong following and numerous testimonials from satisfied customers both in Nigeria and the international community.
Show me the road, say nah hard work. Show it not by hard work, say nah grace. Share you the wine mini. Say make you show me the road, say nah hard work. Show it not by hard work.
Evening listener, this is Path to Wellness. I'm your host, Nancy Oblete. You know how we do it on this show. We're interested in your well-being, your complete total wellness, that you continue to enjoy a blissful life, have wonderful family, and enjoy life generally, career and all. And health is so crucial to having a happy life, to having a life that is fulfilling. So we focus on your health. We bring you health tips to keep you on that path and on that journey. Today we have a couple who are so into wellness and are going to be telling us a lot today about wellness. Please join me welcome Daniel and Jumoke Adegbenro to Path to Wellness. Welcome, sir and ma.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. So good to be here.
Yeah, it's our pleasure to have you. We are grateful that you accepted to do this with us. All right, so let's just go into it. Can you please introduce yourself? Tell us a bit about you as a person or as a couple and what you do.
Okay, my name is as you said, Daniel Adegbenro. This is my wife. And then we're about, how many years now?
13.
You know, it's women that keeps date. About 13 years marriage. So, well, what led to what we do at the beginning of our marriage, you know, we entered into marriage like every other person, and then we're doing all right. So until the nature of my job requires that I should sit down for hours, and then so they bring me on the same seat, and then you know We eat morning, afternoon, night. You know, so little did I know that that was affecting my system. In the long run, I started discovering that I wasn't able to satisfy my wife. You know, in bed, I became obese, and then if I'm going to climb maybe a staircase, my heart started palpitating, stuff like that. So because we were newly wedded, that time, when we were in the in the inner chamber and we are trying to do what husband and wife do, and it doesn't get smooth as it should be. I'll put the blame on my wife. I'll tell her, no, it's your fault. Well, you're the one that didn't do, Of course, I knew I was the one that had the problem. So she actually understood with me a little. Of course, she will not complain. But I knew that if that stayed for too long, I might have a problem. Because my life is beautiful. I won't want the situation where somebody will help me to be playing my match, behind me. I have to, go out and I did some research. I asked questions, and then just my curiosity led me to discovering what today became a major source of our income. Because initially I tried it to cure what I had as a problem. So when I used it, we realized that I was fine after a while. So we now decided to share it with other friends, people that we know, had similar issues. So, and then when the product went out, people started talking about how it has also helped them to cure some other aspects of their ailments. So that was when we knew that we were actually sitting on a good mind. So that's a summary of what led us to the product that we do today.
Wow, that's
started with me.
That's interesting. I think that one of the most effective ways of doing anything, like finding our call or our purpose or a business that will really thrive and will be passionate about, is something that also was effective for us, something that we have used. It helped us in a part of our life. And then when we now take it out there, we are passionate, we stick with it. It's easier for us to relate with what our clients are experiencing because we have also experienced it. Yeah. Yeah. So I want to ask you, when he came back with this research and it was looking more like herbs, not foreign medicine, what was it for you? Like, was it like, this, please, or did you embrace it immediately? Just let us know how it felt.
Okay, my wife was to talk.
Okay, what actually happened was when we found out how it was working for us, because at that time I had big tummy and I wasn't happy with the way I was looking. I was looking all flabby, not attractive so much. So when I was taking the product, I noticed that it was flushing out the fat gradually. And then whenever we had any guests in the house, instead of me serving them with juice and soft drinks and all of that, I would just have a nudge to go serve them a cup of the herbal mixture. Then we didn't have a name for it. It was just something for my husband and myself. So, and then when we serve them with that, and they'll be like, "Oh, what's this?" We're just like, "Oh, that's one of our usual stuff that we take in the house." And then they get back home. 3 days later, we'll get back from them that, "What was that thing that you gave us? Where did you buy it from?" One of my friends called in and she said she used to have heart palpitation and serious infections. They just built their, then it was a duplex. She said whenever she's coming downstairs in the morning, she makes sure she comes with everything she'll be needing for the day, because she knows that once she comes downstairs till night, she will not want to go back upstairs because of the way she feels. But she said after she took that, just that glass of the herbal mixture, she said she found out that when she got home that night, her husband called her, she went upstairs, she came back to the kitchen to do something downstairs. Before she went to bed, she had gone like 5 times.
So she was like, what was that you did? That thing is so effective. And then another person called her infection that they've been treating for years, that the thing just stopped like that, as if it was that about mixture that just went there to remove, you know. So we started getting serious feedbacks, and they were like, are you not thinking of monetizing this thing? We're like, no, we are not monetizing, it's just for our well-being. They said, no, a lot of people need this. So people started placing orders, 5 liters, 1 liter, and you know, and then it's just started going on and on and on. People sharing their testimonies, and then people coming through their own feedbacks and all of that.
Okay, let me answer your question now. You said, how do I feel when I tasted it? Well, I've never been a fan of the orthodox medicine, because I know that what God gave us is herbs. Okay, I only needed to search a little bit deeper. You know, when you see what you call weed is herbs that you don't know about. The moment you know their functions, they is becoming weed. You don't weed them again. You know, they become herbs. So, and you know, one of the things that inspired me was that one day I stood in my house and I noticed that animals don't go to hospitals. And yet they fall sick. But they don't know the right leaf to go and chew upon. And the moment they do that, they are fine. So I became curious. I started, you know, finding out what this does, what that does, and then when I mix it, and you notice that the only thing that differentiates us from animals is just sense. That's all. The organs are the same thing. Okay. So when I tried it, I noticed that really. So it wasn't really bad for me. You know, I like bitter stuffs. I like, you know, as a matter of fact, things that are sweet are things that kill mostly. We'll get into that, you know, a bit later.
Fair, because those are the things that we love. Those are the things that our taste buds kind of crave for, and then it's the bitter stuff that are doing the work.
Exactly.
That's true. That's true.
You know what the most important thing is that every taste we have today, we acquired them. We can also acquire them. Because the moment you know that, okay, good for my body. Okay, now let me tell you, one of the secrets that, you know, we need to understand is that man was formed out of the head. Okay? And then the only thing that will make man to nourish is what head produces. Okay? Take Coca-Cola. The color is black. When you are peeing, it doesn't come out as black. So where did the color go? Do you understand? So the color has gone into your system and it's a time bomb. So it's just going to wait for some time when you are no longer, you know, fit to exercise. That's when they begin to ask for the deposit that you are putting in your body for all this while. So that's what leads to all the sicknesses that people are dealing with in their old age and all of that. So those who drink beer, just the color of the beer. In fact, I noticed that the color of the beer looks like urine. They try to make it look like urine so that you think that you are actually urinating. Well, it's not so. The chemical already settled in your system, and then it's just going to be for a time when it begins to, you know. So that's just these are things that are good. You know, natural herbs are the best. You know, so far we are living much better. You know, I will tell you, you know, what my experience was after. You know, I told you what led to this initially.
Yes,
you know, but my first experiment, I will allow my wife to tell you.
Yeah, I think it will be the best place from her mouth.
Yeah.
Oh my, it was an awesome experience. You know, I just found out that something that, you know, when I call upon him and I'm like, my husband, how far this night now? And he'll be like, oh, baby, backache, baby, headache, baby, I'm tired, baby, I need to work early in the morning and all of that. But after the treatment, because he had to set aside 2 weeks consistently, yes. He was taking the morning, afternoon, night. And then gradually, you know, it got to a point that his erection wasn't waking him up again.
Wow.
It was that bad. But when he now started taking it every day, the system was like, what's going on here? And on the 2 weeks exactly, the system rejuvenated, and then his erection started waking. I was like, baby, if you don't open the door before I come, if you don't open the door on time when I get to open the door with my stuff, things like that. And it was wow for me, and I was so grateful to God for that.
Yeah, there's nothing you cannot repeat.
Bridge a Freak magazine, BAM, is the powerful force to showcase your business to the world. Is your advert on the next edition yet? Make haste and connect with any of our coordinators across the world. One love. www.bridgeafreakmagazine.net.
Bridge Afrik Magazine is the award-winning and globally respected publication for authoritative information regarding business potentials and opportunities in Africa of interest to China and beyond. Your business doesn't get to Africa if it's not on Bridge Afrik Magazine. We are the official magazine of Ethiopian Airline. What are you waiting for? You can contact us +861 391894 3324. Your business is next in line.
Say na grace, share you the one minute. Say make you show me the road. Say na hard work, show it na by hard work.
Yeah, you said so. You just said something now that caught my attention. You said there's nothing we cannot renew, and we are looking at health. That means if somebody has gone down the drain health-wise, they can actually find their path back to wellness. Okay, so other than the herbal mixture that you have, what other things can people who are struggling with their health begin to do to find themselves healthier, to find themselves in better place as regards their health?
Okay, the first thing that we need to know is this. They got there in the first place because of indiscipline and ignorance. Like the other time you said, okay, what we are mostly attracted to are the sweet things, are the things that, of course, since we were children, that's what, you notice that children run most of the time. And then when they take those sugar, it makes them very energetic. They run. And if you see an adult that is running today, you'll be wondering what is wrong with him. So it's not in our nature to run as adults. So except you determine to do exercise, which we don't do. I used to tell my wife that exercise is something that you do deliberately. It's not that, okay, I'm sweating. You are doing maybe house chores and you are sweating. That's not exercise. Okay, so because exercise is deliberate, it affects every part of your body. You understand? So reversing what is wrong, start with discipline. Okay, now you can correct most of the things that has gone wrong, that have gone wrong by through your diet. Number one. Okay. So just first of all, understanding that most of the things that are not earth earth grown or bound.
Okay.
I don't know how to sorry, I don't know how to put that one. Anything that does not grow out of the earth. If you put it
Okay,
into your
natural.
system,
Anything that's not natural, right?
the moment it enters your system, it's a poison in disguise, and it's waiting for time to explode. So just have to caution that one first. So, and then there's a lot, most of us don't take water. We only take water when we are thirsty. Water, is very good. It helps to detoxify naturally. Okay, but most people don't, do that. First thing you do in the morning and last thing at night before you sleep, provided it's not much though. So it starts with your diet and discipline, knowing what to eat, what not to eat. Yeah.
And to add to that, a lot of people know they are not eating right. I have met with a man who told me, he said, "Madam, something will kill a man," and he has found his own route to death. So he said his own route to death is alcohol, and he said he's so addicted that he can't stop it. So he said, "Madam, if you're telling me that this herbal mixture can help me while I am still sticking to this, at least I know that the beer makes me happy, the alcohol makes me happy, but if you are saying the herbal mixture will also help because I can't do away with the alcohol, that's what makes me happy." So a lot of people are addicted to wrong eating and drinking habits. We need to learn to stop what we eat. If you know it's not healthy, after eating or drinking it, get something natural that will flush it out of your system.
You instantly.
Get something that will flush it out of your system, because before any major ailment happens to anyone, there must have been a major sign. It would have been giving signs. Signs are just neglected. When you neglect it, you're waiting for the good thing, and it's always very terrible.
Okay, let me add to that one. You know that your liver is responsible for cleansing, passing out all the, anything that enters through your blood, that your liver takes it out. Okay. And then see, one dangerous thing about alcohol is this. The chemical in the alcohol, your liver is not wired actually to absorb alcohol. So the more of it absorbs. After a while, the acid in the alcohol will begin to affect your liver, and then instead of your liver now to protect you, your liver now becomes what will poison you, because it releases back everything that's affected. So now the thing is that detoxifying helps the liver, to cleanse, and most of the things that cleanse the liver are bitter things that we run away from. Now, what we say is that now, if you are addicted to alcohol, you are addicted to bad eating habits, don't lay down on detoxifying as soon as those things get into your system. Why? Because most sickness starts from the stomach. They settle there. That's why you see that the part of your body that gathers much fat is your stomach. Some food enters there, don't come out. And you see, what you call colon cancer, food can be in your intestine, in your colon for 7 years.
Wow.
Do you understand that?
7 years.
That's what causes colon cancer. You can prove it anywhere. Okay? So for instance now, your colon, it's like segments, parts that, okay, maybe you eating a food now, and then a part of it sticks to your colon, and it doesn't come out. Then it has not fully digested. You are putting another meal into your mouth, so that one that is stuck to that part remains there. Another one comes there and it attaches itself. So now you're not detoxifying. Over a period of time, it will become a permanent stuck on that particular place. And after some years, that is what begins to eat into the lining of your stomach, your intestine, and then that's what leads to colon. There are people you see on the street or on the road, there are food inside their stomach, their colon that has been there for years that have not come out. So, and if those things are not aware of, it leads to, cancerous, eventual causes at the end of the day. So
this is interesting because as you speak about this, it makes me see why intermittent fasting, for example, is recommended, that people stay off food for a while so that their system can clear out. And then during that process, they are drinking a lot of water. Can you weigh in on that?
Yeah. Those are natural ways of cleansing your system. Yes. Okay. But how many people can do that?
That's true.
It's not to fast. So, and then the thing they're eating again, they're not healthy.
I've even met people that said they don't like taking water. Asking why, they say water is boring.
Wow.
That was the first hearing that word. They said water is boring. Now how can they be drinking water? That they prefer to take sodas and alcohol and all of that. Can you just imagine what's about to happen to that person in future?
Yeah, I remember a story of a woman who was sharing her testimonial after battling cancer, stage 3 cancer for 5 years, and eventually got into remission. She said that one of the major things she realized during the process is that from childhood she wasn't drinking water. She would take, once she needed a liquid or a fluid into her system, she would take something. Sometimes it's coffee. She said even if it's just black without sugar, she would rather drink it than take water. So she hated water completely, but that was the first thing she needed to change in order to start improving in her health. And all. So mentioning that was really powerful. And I'm surprised that people say water is boring. I don't understand.
Can you just imagine?
The funny thing is that 95% of what makes up our system is water. Your brain sits inside water, your kidney, your liver, they sit in water. Yeah. So if you don't drink water, you will dehydrate. Exactly. Most of you won't function well. Exactly. So water is very important. It's very important.
It's life. That's why I tell when they take our product, I tell them, while mixing it with water, after taking it, make sure you take water, like a glass of water, flush it down. And there has been awesome feedbacks. The product, and she said the moment the thing touched her mouth, she was going to the toilet, pooing, and she said she has never pooed like that in her life. She was the first person in like 7 years when we started selling the product. She was the first person who complained about that stuff making her poo. She said she pooed at some point, nothing was coming out again, it was just water. And eventually she pooed very well. And if you see she said she sent a picture to her husband in the US. The man was like, wow, is this my wife? What happened to all that part? She said, I got rid of everything that she heard about and she ordered for it, and she's happy about the outcome. So a lot of people can't do without eating junk.
Yes, the thing is that if you are an athlete, okay, if you run, you jog, you do sports, and you sweat every day, risk taking anything you like. In fact, as a matter of fact, when you sweat a lot, you need sugar to be able to, replenish some of the things that you've lost. But our exercise in Nigeria, in Africa, is waking up every morning to go and catch a bus, go to work and all that. I would think that's not exercise. So, and then another thing that you need to understand is this. You see, timing with food matters. Okay? Anything you eat at 6 o'clock, or let's say, 8 o'clock, it is not everything that will come out of your body. Yes. Because the digestion takes about 5 hours. Okay? Maximum 5 hours. So now you notice that most times in Africa, people eat every
at night.
You want to go to sleep, you eat maybe after and then you eat maybe around 10 o'clock. And then immediately you are going to bed. All right. So now, to you, you have slept. Your brain does not sleep until the whole food digests, okay, in your system. So imagine sleeping by 10 o'clock, and then it's going to take 5 hours for your food to digest. So let's count. 10 o'clock is when you hit the bed. 11, 1, 12, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock. When the whole food is digested, the brain is now saying, okay, I've finished the day's work. Let me relax. And guess what? 5 o'clock, you are waking up to go to work. You have only slept for 2 hours. That's the reason you feel groggy, you know, when you wake up, like as if you've not slept at all. Your brain just started sleeping 2 hours ago because you ate late. You understand? And then most of those things stays in your system because you are going to eat another breakfast by 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock. The one you deposited has not come out. So you find that your liver keeps overworking itself, your kidney keeps overworking themselves, and everything. The junk keeps staying inside. So, and then, you know, these natural things that helps you to cleanse them. When you know that's what goats, animals, that's what they eat. Okay, and they are fine. So we just need to know what to eat, and then we'll be fine. You can actually live to your fullness without falling sick. You notice that people that live in the village, they live up to 100, above 100. Everything they eat is fresh. You know, okay. Your father is a farmer. He has to walk some kilometers every day and back. In Lagos, we take any little journey. We are taking vehicles. We stay inside AC. All those. That's our lifestyle. That's why people don't live long again, because you know you are eating bad. You are not also observing, you know, the right things. That's a healthy lifestyle. So it affects the long run. And I always tell people, see, it is when you begin to eat 40 and above that these things begins to come back. So what you eat, the moment you eat that number. Thank you.
You know, for me, I think that the major thing that circles this for me and then brings it home is when you said discipline. Because at the end of the day, it's about discipline. The food we eat, the time we eat, the exercising and all. It just comes back to having a plan and sticking to it. And what helps us to do that is discipline. So I really, that's for me, that's my take home, discipline. That the way to keep well, to keep improving our health is to be disciplined. Because I think that like almost all of us know exactly what we need to do. The challenge is that we are not doing it. That's why we are sick. That's why we are unhealthy. And but if we can stick to those things through discipline, it will really be beneficial. Now, before we go, I want you to tell us a bit more about your product. Do you have distributors? Where can they be found? And all?
About our product?
We didn't get that question, please.
Okay, so I said tell us a bit about your product, where we can get it. Do you have it available nationwide, abroad? Also, let us know about it a bit more.
Okay. The Master's Touch Herbal Mixture is a product that is known by so many people because, like I said earlier, the product has been advertising itself. We get people that and then when they are well, they talk to their friends about it. Some people just go visit their friends in their house and then they see the bottle and they're like, oh, what's this? And the friend will be like, oh, this is what I stumbled on. I used it and it's been so effective. In fact, we get calls from outside the country. Like 2 people still called from the US last week, placing order for a particular amount of it. And then we have been receiving calls from people who want to be reselling. You know, we are guiding it with jealousy because Nigeria, you know, we can be funny. adulteration, and then, you know, fake products here and there, and people coming to tell you that we bought your product somewhere, it wasn't good enough. No, we make sure that everything comes through our hands to whoever wants to resell, and they're properly packaged. Properly packaged, and you can be rest assured that whatever you're buying, you're getting good value for your money.
Wow,
and
interesting.
what it does works for people with high blood pressure, works for people with diabetes, people who wants to burn fats, tummy fats, general body fats, people with infections, people suffering from insomnia, people who have been trusting God for the fruit of the womb.
Yeah.
Yes, we have great facts on that. People who are trusting God for the fruit of the womb, and they've been waiting for years. And then for some that don't have regular menstruation, if you don't have regular menstruation, how are you going to be able to, you know, take in, and then okay, you're knowing when the ovulation will start and all of that. So we have so much that this product works for, and we give all glory to God for that.
I always tell people, if you want to eat yourself to death, no problem. You can eat as long as you have master storage in your house. Okay, you will not die. That is what we specialize in, you know. So some people are already addicted to drinking, to bad habits, eating bad, you know, bad eating habits. So, but if you have this product, you can rest assured that you are safe. You are safe, because, for instance, now the moment it's the first thing you take in the morning, so it helps for the things that are left in your system to come out. Okay, before you put in another meal. And it's the last thing you take at night. So it helps digestions and heats it very fast and gather everything. So you know that when you wake up in the morning, the first thing that you want to do is go to the toilet and, you know, release everything that was there last night. So the product works very well with the system. It doesn't make you to stool.
Yes, it doesn't purge.
It doesn't purge, except if it is encountering a lot of deposits in your body. So the first thing it's going to do is cleanse you. And after you are cleansed, you can take it like water. You know, it doesn't have those overdose. But we recommend more at night, lasting at night. Yeah.
Wow.
Welcome to Bridge a Freak Magazine's official site, the ultimate link you need in order to understand what it takes to do business in Africa, the land to which all roads in the modern business world lead. Every business sector in the world is rooted in Africa, directly or indirectly. Mama Africa, the cradle of mankind, has always been the source of life and illumination to the rest of the world.
Through this magazine, we show you the beauty of Mama Africa and the diversity of the potential opportunities that await you as an investor, a tourist, or simply an explorer. The core team at Bridge a Freak is made up of young, dynamic African professionals residing in Africa as well as out of Africa in other continents. We work in close collaboration with partners all around the world to bring the latest information.
Our goal is to be a link to an emerging Africa, the new hotspot for business deals and all sorts of investments. In the business world of today, all roads lead to Africa, and we are proud to be the bridge. Relax and enjoy the fun as it wows you with all the information you have never read before in other magazines. Pray along with us and feel free to comment all your results via this medium.
Say na grace, share you the 1 minute. Say make you show me the road. Say na hard work, show you na by hard work.
Interesting. Although I still want to urge our listener to take their health more seriously than excuse some behavior, to work on that. But it's also beautiful that we have something that you can use to ensure that you are on this health path and you are serious about your health and all. So the final part of that question I didn't get an answer to is, where can we get it? Where can we get the Master's Touch Herbal mixture?
Okay, there's we have a sales rep in Ibadan, and then we have a sales rep here in Lagos. Those are the two major places that we have sales rep, and we make sure that we give out our numbers for people that needs it. If you can't reach our sales rep, Once you put a call through to us or you send a chat on WhatsApp, we attend to it ASAP, and then you get whatever it is you want.
Yeah, what is the global village? Yes. The moment you send your request, would
all right, so that's fine. We'll display your numbers on the screen so the listener can see the number. The number is already in display, and then they copy it and call you if they need it anywhere else they are, if they are not in Lagos, or even if they are in Lagos for convenience, so that it can be shipped to their location.
Yeah.
And so, listener, we have been talking with Mr. and Mrs. Adegbenro. They've been talking to us about wellness, and I know that some men are more interested in the other room experience with this conversation today. Remember that for me, my take home is discipline, but we also mentioned that you can begin your health journey at whatever stage you are now. As long as your life is not too late, no matter how bad it is, you can start now to begin to improve the quality of your life. And if you are not yet sick, it is the best time ever to ensure that you put yourself on that path. Work, be disciplined, be diligent, use the things we have learned: diet, exercise, drinking a lot of water, and put yourself on that path so that you can live long and well. Because sometimes it's not just about living long, it's about living well. Be healthy. Go out on an evening stroll with your grandchildren. Not that they are coming to see you in the hospital today, tomorrow, there, and all. They are running helter-skelter, and then you are living, but you are a burden to your children. They are groaning, they are stressed and all. So let's do this to keep ourselves healthy, to keep ourselves going. So, Sir Amma, before you leave, one final word from each of you to our listener.
Okay. Yes, ladies first. Okay, what I would like to say is, let's imagine our body as just one coat, a piece of clothes that we came to this earth with, and that's the only thing we have to use until we go back to our maker. Are you not going to take care of it? Are you not going to wash it regularly? Are you not going to perfume it? Are you not going to be sure that whenever you have it on, it's attractive to people and it doesn't repulse them? So please, our body, only thing that God has given us to nurture. We don't expect God to come down from above to help us take care of our bodies. No, it is ourselves that we have to do it, and we have to be intentional about it. When the body breaks down, you can't get another person's body and say, please, can I make use of your body to quickly get to the school or quickly get to my office? No, you can't do that. When your body breaks down, you can quickly order a ride, borrow your neighbor's car, or you have alternatives. But our body, there is no alternative. So please, let's make sure we take care of our body. Be intentional about it, and God will help you. Thank you.
Amen. Okay, wow, that analogy was powerful. Yes, sir.
Okay. I want to say the one thing I want to say before I say it. I want to first of all appreciate you. Thank you for bringing this program on. People need this a lot. May God bless you and your wisdom.
Amen.
And then your coverage.
Amen.
You know, so that people can be aware. It's ignorance that kills people.
Yeah.
Now, do you know that if I did a research about the tongue. Your tongue is tasteless, does not have any taste, but it is responsible for tasting everything that enters into your mouth. If God wanted your tongue to be sweet, it would have been sweet. Okay, so now it's tasteless. So now you know that's a sign that most of the things that would make your body to nourish healthy, you know, they are not things that are sweet. So that's where the discipline comes in, especially when you begin to attain certain age, you know. So get used to acquire all the sweet tastes and just live healthy. So most importantly, I appreciate you for bringing us on, and you know, God bless you and increase you.
Amen. Thank you so much. Thank you. Listener, I'm sure that you have learned a lot in this segment. One of the things that I had to come to terms with is this idea that sweet things are not always good. And if, in fact, the bitter things are more beneficial for our system. It sounds unfair, but it's true. And it's something that when we begin to embrace, we will also know that we will begin to see the results in our own lives and in our own health. Thank you for sticking with us today on the show. Remember that this program is brought to you by Bridge Afrique Magazine and Panaceaville International. Join us again next week as we have another interesting episode on Path to Wellness. It's bye from me.
My Deep Record.